Yeah.
So beautiful.
Get ready.
Sweet America.
In 1774, colonists in North America under British rule have their fill. With no representation in Parliament, no rights as individuals, delegates from the colonies assembled to form the Continental Congress, which served as the colony's government. These men met in Carpenter's Hall in Philadelphia from early September until late October in 1774. The Congress motives were not clear at first, but after time, they accomplished their task. Go.
Well, you know, the boys in blue, they didn't really have much reputation. They didn't have much representation in Parliament. They didn't really have much say-so in government. So they left them with a couple choices. They could either, try to work something out with King George, or they could revolt, make their own country, and do what they want.
We rolling?
Yeah, buddy.
Alright. So, some of the things that led up to the drafting of the Declaration were, really the biggest thing was that Britain was refusing to allow the colonies to be represented in Parliament, which controlled the colony's government. And another thing was the Boston Tea Party, which is everybody's heard of, because they created the monopoly on tea, which so the colonies could only buy tea from Britain. That angered the colonists a lot, which led to the Boston Tea Party, and that ended up leading to the Intolerable Acts, which were made to punish the colonists. It was also something made to help pay for all the tea that was lost. And in return, the Intolerable Acts just angered the colonists even more. It didn't help, stamp out the revolt or anything like that. It just kind of made it worse. So that led up to more people wanting to break away from Britain, which gave leaders and politicians more reason to draft a Declaration of Independence. 1775, a revolution began in the colonies. The colonists could take no more and began to attempt to declare independence. Thus, the Second Continental Congress assembled once again in Philadelphia at Independence Hall. This Continental Congress had additions including Thomas Jefferson, Benjamin Franklin, John Adams, John Hancock. This group of men joined together to plan a decision for our country. What are you laughing at? Dude, I can't talk. All right. They had
John Hancock and John Hancock.
both of the Hancocks. All right. Few options. They could try to make peace with Britain and hope to have more say in Parliament. Dude, God, this chicken scratch. Or they could continue this revolution and establish their own Parliament. Either way, they were taking chances, but decided to be independent, obviously.
Back in the day, it wasn't good enough to just go up in front of somebody and say, "Hey, we are our own country." I need paper. I need some kind of evidence. Some kind of show him what they is. The boys in blue made them Declaration of Independence. Now when the Congress got together, Second Congress, Continental, whatever, they got together, and John Adams was like, "Hey, check out this boy named Thomas Jefferson. He pretty good writer. Let's get him to go ahead and write this up for us." So Tom Jefferson wrote up the draft, and then he signed that mug. He wrote it, and he signed it. And that's where we get the Declaration of Independence.
Congress agreed on this and voted to set up a Continental Army led by General George Washington.
America!
In In that day and still today, written documents are most important for legal actions. These men wanted to declare America's independence.
YOLO.
They would need a document stating such. YOLO. In the decision of writing said document, Congress voted and elected Thomas Jefferson, a talented writer at this time. In his time.
There we go.
Thomas Jefferson was a talented writer in his time, and he was the writer and drafter of the Declaration of Independence. He began the planning and the drafting around mid-June 1776. Many things were covered in this document, such as rights of men and even complaints against King George's rule.
A little known fact about the Declaration of Independence is when you look at it, the large signature John Hancock. It's the largest one you see on there. He specifically did that. He was the first one to sign it, and he wrote his name as large as possible because when the king looked at it, he wanted his name to be the first one that he saw.
After many copies of this draft and much of revising and revision, on July 2nd, is that not July 4th, bro?
It's July 2nd.
Okay, my
Read
bad.
it on the wiki page.
Oh, okay, my bad. Okay, I wasn't very far. On July 2nd, 1776, Thomas Jefferson wrote the final draft of the Declaration of Independence. Dun, 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 dun.
America.
After Continental Congress voted and approved the Declaration, on July 4th, the Declaration was heard by the public, which is our national celebration day.
All the things are gone I'd worked for all my life. And I had to start again with my children and my wife. I think my lucky stars be living here today. 'Cause the flag still stands for freedom. And I can't take that away. I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave their right to me. And I'm glad to stand up next to you and defend you still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA, America!